and welcome to my channel, The Bees Business, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm kicking off a brand new series that I'm calling Clearing the Clutter. And we are going to start off this series in my kids' playroom. This place is quite cluttered, so it's time to tackle it. It's been in a state of shambles for a couple of months now. A little embarrassing to say that, but I'm gonna keep it real around here, and that it is what it is. I am a teacher, and so in my mind, I just thought I'll put this off till summer break. Summer break will be a great time to tackle this space and clear that clutter. So that's what I did. But now it's the beginning of August, and for those of us here in the Northeast, school's about to start up again later this month. So it is time to just tackle this project, get it done, get this space cleared up, organized, and usable, functional again. As I work to go through this space, we're going to be looking for things that my kids no longer need, things that they've outgrown, aren't using, aren't playing with, and we're going to donate those items as long as they're still in working order. We're also going to be looking for any broken toys, any toys that have too many missing parts, anything that is actually just straight up trash. And those are the things that are just leaving. We are clearing it out, and we are going to have less in our inventory as a result, and that is going to leave a more functional space behind. I want everything to have a place, and I want it to be easily accessible and easy to put away. I find it cumbersome to put these things away. I can't expect my kids to be doing it. It needs to be straightforward, it needs to make sense where these items are housed and stored, and so that's the goal here. Just make a functional space that has items that are being used, that serve a purpose, and that have a place that is their own. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick this off. Sometimes I have my kids help me with little tasks around the house, and on this particular day, my oldest was assisting me by helping me clean the couch we keep on our porch with our Bissell upholstery cleaner. I have two different brands of organizing pouches happening here. I wanted to just share a little bit about each of them. I'll link both of the brands in the description box. I'm going to speak to this brand specifically right now because I bought from them about 2 years ago, and they have been great. We've had no issues with the zippers or any of the other functioning aspects of the bag. These little pull strings have been great. No seam issues, nothing. And we've really put them to the test. We've organized all kinds of things with them in our playroom. So really love this brand. And they do also have them in just black zippers if you prefer the matching. But the colored ones were going to make it to me faster, so just opted for those this time. And then all of these black zippered ones are a new brand that I have not used. They look very, very similar in quality and a little different on the pull tab. Excuse that ruckus over there. So slightly different, but look to be quite similar. We'll see. I'll update you if I end up having any issues with this brand. But ordered a whole bunch of this 11 by 16 size, and the goal here is to do some organizing of board games. And then the idea with these ones are slightly smaller. The idea with all of the others is to organize little odds and ends. We have just like card games that I feel like could be really great to put in here, different types of pencils that at different times the kids want different kinds of utensils to work with when they're coloring, whether they want colored pencils or gel pens or whatnot. So just organize things a little bit better is the goal. We'll see how it works long term, but I just went ahead and bought this size that we've had that I know we've loved, as well as bought this larger size that we've never had before, specifically with game boards in mind. And then I bought a variety pack because I'm anticipating that I'm just kind of, as I'm organizing, I'm going to want a variety of different sizes. So that's what we've got to get ourselves kicked off with some organizing in that playroom. Okay, so I think this is the biggest disaster this room has ever been. What I need you to do is focus on some big things, small things, just in one space, and the books up off the floor. That's better than you thought? Yeah. All right, give me a double high five. We can do this. Okay? Give me a double high five. We can do this. I know it feels overwhelming, but we just gotta get started. And once we get started, it's not gonna feel anywhere near as bad. In an effort to help my kids feel like cleaning is not an overwhelming task, I try to get them to focus on just a couple of key things that I want them to do, so they're clear on what their role is, and I also try to make my role clear. I don't want them to feel like they need to stay with me the entire time when it's a really big project like this, because they don't have the stamina for that, and so I want them to know that they have a small role, I have a role, and they're going to go off and have free time before too long after they've helped me a little bit. As I started going through and organizing these games and putting them into the pouches, I was really pleasantly surprised to find that almost every single game we owned fit well in these bags. For games that had a lot of little pieces, I found that using some of the smaller bags worked really well. I could put all of the little pieces into a small bag, and then I could take that small bag and the board game or any larger pieces and put them into one big pouch together. The only game that I found that didn't fit in these pouches was a Buzz Lightyear Operation game that my children had never played anyway, but was missing a couple pieces, so I just opted to get rid of it. I super love these adorable little game pieces from the Disney version of Monopoly. Peter Pan. They're wicked cute. Aurora. Snow White, Dumbo, Pinocchio, Mowgli, Lady and the Tramp. I already said Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland. And that's it. So cute. We're in the stage where things get worse before they get better. This is our keep pile. Keeping all of that. This is our it's still good, we're gonna donate it pile. The UPS driver is here and Holly's having feelings about that. This is keep, this bucket of stuff is keep. And then all of this is, oh my, all of this is packaging that needs to go to the burn pile and or plastic that is trash. We even have stuff out into the hallway. This is keep. The books are still a work in progress. These are some extra bins over here that have been freed up. Tomorrow, because I'm gonna have to take a break for today, but tomorrow I'm thinking I'm going to tackle some of the kitchen food. I don't want to put all of it in bags, but they just have like a pizza set and just some sets that I think it would be nice if they were bagged and easy to find, and then maybe I could stack them on that shelf. Over here is a work in progress. The craft area is underway. I've cleaned out this taller set of drawers. This lower one's gonna wait till tomorrow when I have some more smaller bags. I have some 4x6 bags coming in. I think that's just gonna be really a great size for craft stuff. So we're gonna wait for those to come to finish the craft area. And then books just, they need some help. So we're gonna work on the books, and then we have our 4 bins of regularly used open play type toys. Lincoln Logs, a wooden train track, a variety of blocks over here, and then this is some tractor John Deere stuff. We have a little box of magic tracks. We have some melting bead stuff here, and then next to that we have what is that? Oh, dollhouse accessories. Yeah, I'm gonna make a decision about that because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's staying. And then we do also have some waffle blocks in there that will be staying. Doesn't really have a large enough container, but yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. And like I said, it's the gets worse before it gets better phase of things. Oh, yikes. Looking for my Crocs, my house shoes. They're buried. I just found them amongst all the things, the bagged items that we're keeping. Here they are. Oh my gosh. They're under so much stuff. Oh boy, oh boy. Just as we were headed out to track practice, we found a couple packages on the front steps. It was my kids' backpacks for the upcoming school year, as well as some lunch boxes. We got their backpacks and lunch boxes from LL Bean, which is a local company for us right here in Maine. We really love the quality of LL Bean's items, especially their backpacks. They hold up really well and the kids are able to use them for multiple years. My oldest was really excited to be able to upgrade to a larger backpack this year, and my youngest got his very first backpack since he's entering pre-K. Track practice happens rain or shine around here. I had said I was going to wait until tomorrow to pick up again with this activity, but tomorrow is turning out to be pretty busy, so I am getting back to it this evening. My oldest two participate in track throughout the summer, and Thursday, when they were originally supposed to have their track meet this week, is supposed to be pretty darn hot, so the meet got moved to tomorrow, which is why it's time for me to get back to work in here. I am determined to get this project done. I really don't want it to linger for too long. I'm gonna work for the next couple of hours, I think, try to get things mostly buttoned up. That's why we're back in here today. Not stellar lighting at this point, but this is how the bookshelf has turned out. On the top shelf we have more adult books, not necessarily adult, but older, child, young adult. The next row down is all games. Previously, the games took up way more than a shelf. Really loving this. My end plan with the games, because some of you might be wondering, oops, how are the kids gonna know what game it is and if they want it? So my plan, I stuck them all up here with these little tags facing out, and I'm going to create, print, and laminate little name tags and attach them to those little zipper pulls, and that way they can just look and decide which game I want and then take it out. We have 2 out of 3 of our kids are fluid readers, and our youngest, who's going to pre-K, is not, but with 2 older siblings that are fluid readers and my husband and I being around, we'll take care of him. This shelf has just got our remaining containered items that I talked about earlier. We're down to 1 solid shelf of books. I'm sure you saw in the sped up version, but it is 2 layers deep, which, I don't know, it's not my favorite thing, but it makes it possible to just switch them out so that the back row can rotate out and the kids can have a variety. But a long time ago, I had gone through and labeled these baskets. There are a few that have been added in that don't have labels that I'll get labeled. But easy for little hands to come grab a basket. You know, I want to read about dinosaurs or monsters. I'm grabbing this basket. When I'm done with that basket, put it back up and choose another genre or category. And this has actually, it has worked well in the past. It's just one of those things that it does require a certain amount of maintenance on the adult's part every so often, not super often, but every so often, and I really had neglected it. So that is why that was such a crazy situation with those books. And I did actually put together a whole basket of books that we are just going to pass on. Most of these are board books at this point. As I mentioned, our youngest is 4, so he doesn't need board books at this point. He's not reaching for them. None of the kids are, so we're going to pass those on. A couple of art supply things here that we're going to set free as well. Bag of trash. It's a couple of large books. I think I'm letting those go. Not totally sure yet. This is a pile of stuff that needs to go upstairs. That Sharpie. Whoa. Sharpies do not belong in playrooms with children. That's a no. This little pile of stuff is sitting here waiting for tomorrow when my smaller bags come. And these drawers are not finalized. These bottom 2, I think, are. This top one, again, waiting on the smaller bags to come tomorrow. And then this whole crafting set of drawers is very cleaned out. We used to have so many crafting items for the kids, and while it was good in a lot of ways, it was too much for them, too many options, and it just created more chaos than it was worth. So I'm not interested in refilling this, restocking it, anything like that. We're just gonna organize what we still have and then This set of drawers, I kind of think it might leave at some point actually, because we really don't have much of the things that are left. Pom-poms and popsicle sticks, yeah, those are gone. Felt, we have a tiny bit of that. Gel pens and completed crafts. The completed crafts have been set free because if they had lived in this all that time, that meant they weren't cared about. Any cared about completed crafts went up to the kids' rooms. String and pipe cleaners, there are still some pipe cleaners, and we have this massive wad of string. I don't know, this is something my husband acquired and then passed to the kids. I think this is gonna go back out to the garage. Glue, hot glue gun, we do still have some glue. We have the hot glue gun, but not any hot glue sticks. And then scissors and sewing, which I put the scissors and the sewing stuff into its own little pouch in here. So I've got pipe cleaners in a pouch, I've got glue in a pouch, and there's the sewing stuff. I don't know if it's gonna keep living like that or not, but regardless, there's not a whole lot in this shelving unit anymore. This is our construction paper storage. It's years and years and years ago when I was first teaching, the school I was at was cleaning out these massive packs of construction paper. My oldest was in utero, and I brought home one package of every color, and he's 9.5 now, and we still have, this pink one has never been opened, completely sealed. And there's an orange piece on the back. Anyway, so yeah, it's not the most ideal storage option. And, in fact, I might be able to, this is an idea for tomorrow if I can hold myself off, but I think that paper might fit into one of those drawers. And that middle drawer doesn't have much in it, so I could switch notebooks and things to one of these drawers that's now cleaned out and put this paper in there. Ooh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to wait till tomorrow to do that. We'll see. Anyway, so we were at books. Next down is other bagged activities. They're not really games so much, but activities. We've got like these magnetic tile things, a puzzle. These are the pieces to this. Where's that? Oh, to this cloth puzzle. So actually this should move down here to be with its bag. I plan to do the same thing with these bags where I attach a label to the zipper pulls. Some of them have labels on the front, but that's not going to stay like that forever. Puzzles, those like lacing activities. Anyway, things like that. So activities. And then we have our bucketed open play items and some little art trays, a wooden game board, Chinese checkers I think it's called, and then some wooden puzzles. And that's that on the massive built-in bookshelf. And just in case you're curious, up here is our kids' fort that we built right onto the walls of the room, and we just have lots of cozy pillows up there for them. So that's what's going on up there. So areas left to look into. Kitchen stuff, still chaos. Probably gonna run out of stamina for that tonight. We'll see, I'm not sure. So kitchen stuff, and I'm not waiting on any bags or anything. I think I just am running out of steam. And then craft stuff, because we're waiting on bags. And that's about it. But I mean, looking around this place compared to where we started this morning, it's been hours of intense work, but I am very pleased with the outcome. I am learning on my motherhood journey that less is more with kids. And I've known this for a little while, but I didn't know it in my first few years as a mom, so we accumulated a lot of stuff. We had birthday parties, we had friends and older cousins who passed things on to us, and we love hand-me-downs, that's wonderful, but we just took everything. We were like, sure, we'll take that. Yes, we'll take that. And we just brought stuff in, and not much went out. So we've been working over the last 18 months or so to really just get rid of stuff. Less is more. And so this is a bag of trash. You saw everything we hauled out earlier. This is a bucket of stuff that's going. So there's a good amount of stuff that is just leaving. And I'm highly excited about that. Getting this place in shape. So I'll do like a final little tour in the daylight hours, but this is what we've got going on so far. All right, it's just about a wrap on this project. I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video here because I'm having some delays with the shipment of my last order of organizing bags, and I've been having some issues with my Amazon packages lately. I'm really not sure when they're gonna come at this point. I checked the tracking, it's not looking good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and conclude the video here, though things are not 100% done, but that's part of real life too, right? We made a ton of progress. Thank you so much for spending some of your time here with me on my channel and helping me clear the clutter in my kids' playroom. This space has definitely been transformed, and while not Pinterest perfect, and there are many other things I'd love to do in this space, it is now functional, it is usable, it is organized, and it's clutter-free. Tour of the final state of things for this video. As I mentioned last night, I didn't think I was going to be able to hold off on a couple of organizing things, and I was right. I went ahead and did those things. So over here in the kitchen area, I went through this entire bucket, found some missing pieces to a couple of games that I was almost considering getting rid of because I didn't think we had the pieces. They were in there, thankful that I looked. And then I just bagged a couple of the kids' kitchen items, soft food, all their variety of eggs, their pizza kit items, money. This is a little set of money that my husband and I sewed ourselves for the kids years ago. My oldest son was not even one, I think. One day while he napped, we made up a bunch of this play money for them. And then oven mitts and things like that, and then the ingredients for a cookie set. This is just utensils in a very bursting at the seams bag. It may not stay like that. So kitchen items are tackled, taken care of, and then the last place that I spent a little bit of time last night was getting rid of that bin that we had our construction paper in because it does fit super nicely in this drawer. So we were able to get rid of that container. A great fit for the waffle blocks, actually. The container doesn't actually fit super great on the shelf, however, the waffle blocks fit much better in this container, and it's no longer going to be a stacking act to try to get them all back in there. So it is more functional, and that is what I care about most. So there's the waffle block situation. We were able to put that container to good use in that way. So waffle blocks, much better container there. We have several remaining organizing pouches, which I'm very thankful for. There'd be plenty for me to organize some additional things if they come into our life. And I know my kids are feeling better about the space too. And when they feel good about the space, they're more likely to come in here and use the space. And that's really important. If we're going to have this space, it needs to be functional, it needs to be usable. And we have attained just that.